Good morning, ladies and gentlemen in Grand Colony in Nigeria. Your own elder statesperson, Reverend Dr. Bartholomew AGBOCHENU, is right on your way this day, the 8th of April, 2023. How are you all doing today? Happy Good Friday and the Easter in view to come up tomorrow morning. I thank the Lord God Almighty for keeping your lives up to this very moment. Glory be to the Lord God Almighty. This morning, I would like to come your way with some points on my broadcast. Point number one, there has been a publication going on talking about my obituary. Ladies and gentlemen, a while ago, one child of Belial, one child of the devil had come up and said the same thing. And here comes another person who is led by the devil from the pit of hell, coming to announce my obituary. There are some certain things I would like to say about that. Ladies and gentlemen, if I would pass on to glory, it is not a motor park tout that will announce it. From the tone of the voice and the English of the person who came to give the publication, you know that that person is not a packaged person. You know that that person is not important at all. The way he was addressing people on the social media through pidgin English. If Reverend Dr. Bartholomew AGBOCHENU would pass on to glory, the masses will not be addressed in pidgin English. There is people who are professors, who are emeritus, that know how to speak English the way I do, that will announce my obituary. Not people like motor park touts, not drug pushers, drug barons, people who are irresponsible, people who couldn't make it at their work sitting. Look, I don't hear that Reverend Dr. Bartholomew AGBOCHENU don't waka. The man don't die, you and the rest. How will they announce my departure from this world in pidgin English? No. My departure can never be addressed in pidgin English. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to draw your attention to the fact that if anybody comes out and begins to talk in this manner, know that that person has been sent by the devil from the pit of hell. People who are well educated don't get into this kind of jamboree. They don't talk like this. People who normally talk like this are people who are jobless, are people who are hopeless, are people who are looking for opportunities to steal, to scam people, and it does not get into their hands. So they get into doing whatever they know how to do best. And that is to fabricate lies, and in fabricating that lies, they can only express themselves in pidgin English. They cannot speak a line of sentence well composed with sound syntaxis. So that is one of the things you will know. The person that came a while ago and talked about my departure from this earth did that not quite 6 months away from now. not quite 6 months, and another person has come, and another person will still come. They will still come because I am at the top. Anybody who is at the top is always a topic. Another person will still come to talk about my departure from here towards beyond the blue. But let me tell you, one of the ways you will know that that person is sent by the devil from the pit of hell is that that person will not know how to construct a line of sentence in good speech. The person will address you people in pidgin English. That is one of the ways you will know. And for your information, Reverend Dr. Bartholomew Agbochenu is a public figure. When he would pass on to glory, he is not an Agberu that will announce his departure. My departure will be announced by AIT. It will be announced by NTA. It will be announced by daily news and daily trust newspapers, the channels, television. Listen, how do they call this thing? Daily Times and the rest of them. These are the media through which my departure from this earth would be announced. Not hooligans, not people who cannot keep themselves. Please, I would like you to take note. Expect more of people who will talk like this. But what I stand to tell them is anybody who digs a pit will definitely fall into it. Yes. People who are talking about other people's obituary, do you know that they are the people that are going to die? Yes, of course. Nobody knows how he would come into this earth, and nobody knows how he will depart. The only person that knows is your creator, Baba God Almighty. And the only person that knows the time you will depart is Baba God, as I am here. When I am done with what Baba God brought me here to do, I will go. I don't have any time to spare here. But all of you, you know that I am useful. I am useful. Even at my 60s, I am still useful. The people that are coming out saying all these things, maybe they are within the range, in their 40s or in their 30s, whom the world has rejected, whom fortunes have rejected. They are the ones who are going about doing all this type of things. But one thing I would like you people to know is, me, I am not too serious about this world. I am not, because I know I am born again. Even the money I'm expecting in Theobarth, they don't impress on my soul more than to be with Christ beyond the blue. That is one thing I would like all these perpetrators of evil news and bad wishes to know. Reverend Dr. Bartholomew Agbochenu is hale and hearty. I am sound. My soul is sound anytime, any day. And so that does not bother me so much. But one thing I have to tell this evil manipulator and fabricator, that Reverend Dr. Bartholomew Agbochenu is alive, hale and hearty, posed to accomplish task from the Lord God Almighty. And so I declare right here and now, because you just sat down and designed lies, you will never know the truth. Lies will pursue you to your grave. Yes, Everybody knows that I have been useful in the Grand Colony. If this is the way you have decided to pay me, the Bible has this to say that anybody that gives evil for good that is done for him, then evil will never depart from his house. And I declare right now, evil will never depart from your house. You perpetrator of evilness, you who go and sit down and design a broadcast to express that one has passed on to glory when you don't know anything about this, just to raise people's pressure, blood pressure. Do you know how many calls I have received? Do you know how many text messages I have received? Do you know how many WhatsApp messages, Telegram messages? Daddy, are you okay? Daddy, are you okay? So for you troubling the water, I declare right here and now, you will never know peace. I declare right here and now, you will never know peace. War will always knock at your door. I declare that you will be rendered unimportant. Yes, this is Reverend Dr. Bartholomew AGBOCHENU for you. My second point is concerning a broadcast that is going on about disclaimer from HUDEF that I impersonated HUDEF. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask this question. I and HUDEF, who should impersonate the other? Is HUDEF more popular than me? I think it is the less popular person that will impersonate the more popular person. I and HUDEF in Grand Colony, who is more popular? The answer is very clear. I and HUDEF, we are no mates at all. We are no mates on the scale of hierarchy in Grand Colony. There is a wide gap between us. How would I go and impersonate HUDEF for goodness sake? Except those who don't know Reverend Dr. Bartholomew AGBOCHENU, if not right from ab initio, my status has always stood tall. What business do I have with HUDEF? What business does the president of a country have with a local government chairman? When you place my own humble self and HUDEF on the scale of things, it is just like the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the local government chairman. How will the president go to impersonate the local government chairman? What is he looking for? That is what joins me and HUDEF, with his HUDEF secretary coming out to send a disclaimer to a purported acclamation from me. It is funny, highly funny.